Hi my love, so I want to talk about how learning how habit formation happens can actually help you in your meditation practice. So I'm going to begin sharing an experience that I had that really made this click for me. So yesterday I was doing a Vipassana style meditation, focusing on the tip of my nose, and I found my mind was just wandering off. My immediate feeling was, I am not going to get to a meditative state. This is going to be incredibly hard, and it's just going to be a constant, my mind running off back and forth and trying to bring it back. I know the meditation is always like that. You're always bringing the mind back, but this felt like I wasn't going to ever get that breakthrough. And then my mind thought back to something I had learned earlier this day from Tom Bartow and his take on how habit formation happens. Now basically the basis behind this is that when you're forming a habit, you're going to be met with what's called a get-through. And so that's the resistance you feel when you're first shifting your state of being. Now, you need to get through 2 or 3 get-throughs in order for a habit, a state of being, to become a little bit more natural and feel easier and more automatic. And so what this did in this moment that I thought about the get-throughs is I felt a little bit more capable to get through the get-throughs, if you will. So when my mind wandered off, I was a more active participant in my focus than I normally had been. So normally in my meditations, I have a blanket level of focus, and my mind wanders and I bring it back. But this time, my mind wandered and I brought it back. My mind wandered and I brought it back. I very dedicatedly and more aggressively set my state of being, knowing that the first few resistances I had met are going to be the strongest. And so if you've watched The Nanny before, this is where kids that are rambunctious, she teaches the parents how to parent them. And one of the biggest things that she has them do is give them a timeout when they act up. And of course, none of the kids will sit in timeout. Each time the parents sit them in timeout, the kids run off. Because that's not their habit to sit in timeout. They normally can do what they want. And so the first thing she has them do is bring them back over and over again. Sometimes these parents are doing it for 24 hours until the kid accepts it, until this new habit is formed. And so this is the same thing with our brains, right? And so the reason that this habit formation is so helpful is because it can bring you from passively working to more actively working on a habit and feeling more capable of making it, which does make you more capable because you need to get through those 2 or 3 get-throughs in order for that habit to almost open up and that pathway to be formed. Now, Tom Bartow also talks about how once we fall off the bandwagon, or, in meditation, you follow that thought pretty far, you come back, you're going to meet 2 or 3 get-throughs again in order to almost like re-clear your pathway, right? Your pathway of your state of being and your habits. Now that can be pretty comforting to know. For me, I've dealt with emotional eating, and that's when, you try to get to, you feel a craving and you keep powering through, right? So knowing that you have those first few emotionally charged resistances when you're first creating a habit can make you feel even more capable to get through them and then get to the other side where that habit's easier. So this is what I wanted to share with you about how knowing how habit formation happens can help you in your meditation practice and forming habits. So let me know if this is something that affects your meditation practice, if this is something you're already sort of aware of, or maybe even practice. Comment below. Let me know what's on your mind. I love talking to you. Enjoy the rest of your day.